young athletes, high school athletes in particular, maybe even sometimes college athletes, are sort of being told either subtly or overtly that if you want to succeed, you know, this is how to do it. You have to, if say it's football, you need more muscle, and the best way, the quickest way to do that is to take anabolic steroids. I have no doubt that that has happened to an uncountable number of young athletes. Again, not just in college, but as young as high school age, maybe even a little, some pre-high school. What do you tell a young person in that circumstance? You're going against the grain if you try to talk to them, because they are likely living in an ecosystem where success in the sport is so important that anything that might be seen as a sacrifice would be worth it. There's such a lack of proportion in those decisions that it's disheartening. I mean, young athletes should not be put in a position where they have to do that, have to use drugs in order to even have a chance to make a team or compete on a team. So the first thing I found when I began listening to athletes was that when a drug is effective in a sport, the athlete faces three choices, all of them lousy. Choice number one, compete against those who are doping without doing it yourself. And unless you are just so much more talented and harder working than they are, you're probably going to lose. Option two, stop competing at that level. Scott Mercier was a champion rider in the same era that Armstrong rode. And Mercier, when he got to the peloton in Europe, realized that he had no future if he didn't join in the doping. Didn't want to do it, and so he left. Third option is do like the other folks, dope like them. The whole point of anti-doping is just to create a fourth option. It's to create the possibility of competing without doping, reasonably confident that the people you're competing against are also not doping. You're never going to have 100% confidence, but reasonable confidence seems something we're striving for.